Hey YouTube! Today we're going to be doing a Transformers Rise of the Beast movie review. Let me move this up so we can see Frieza! Anyway, so I just got out of the movie theater like 30 minutes ago after watching Rise of the Beast. So this is going to be a spoiler-free review. There might be some, if I do decide to give a spoiler, I will give you a heads up. I don't think I will though. I'm going to talk about some things that may be pushing the envelope on a spoiler, but it's not big things like who's gonna die and or like sequels and all that mess. So I'm not gonna say any of that, but you'll have to watch the movie yourself. So here's how it's gonna work though: is that I'm gonna give my critiques first, and then I'm gonna give my pros, then I give my favorite characters, and then I'm gonna give it a rating out of 10. So, like I said, we're first going to start with my critiques. So my only critique, though, is that the human characters in this movie weren't as likable as I would like them to be. They weren't really as entertaining to watch. I feel like I know that we all, collectively as a group, somewhat dislike the Bayverse movies. Like, that's just Transformer fans in a nutshell. But the one thing that Bayverse movies got right, the human characters were so good. Like Cade and Sam, I mean, you genuinely loved the characters. Like when Sam was not in the second or third movie, I can't remember now, I cried. I miss Sam so much. And then Cade was awesome. Mark Wahlberg did a great job as Cade. But that's one thing that I would say that Bayverse is beating out right now. And instead of like the new reboot, Bayverse definitely had better characters. They were more enjoyable, and they actually did stuff. Like, in this movie, they did stuff, and they did help the Autobots, basically, but, they weren't as entertaining, I think. I didn't really like them that much. Now, that's basically my only critique, though. I don't really have any other problem. I would say my only other problem is that a lot of the Terracons, well, two of the Terracons, the only Terracons, apart from Scourge, didn't really get a lot of screen time. Battletrap and Nightbird did not get a lot of screen time at all, and it makes me so mad. Their voice actors were really thrown down the pot there, because I swear Battletrap had maybe 2 sentences. He did not talk at all. And then Nightbird, oh my goodness, I felt so bad. Because we got to the end of the movie, and she barely did anything. I mean, she barely did anything. And then, same thing with Cheetor and, Rhinox. You know, Cheetor had a couple of lines. I didn't even hear Rhinox's voice actor, not even once. But it makes me so mad, though, because Cheetor and Rhinox are awesome characters, and their design was so incredibly cool. And the fact that they didn't get as much screen time, I saw Cheetor for a split second in the movie. I did not see Rhinox. The best image that we have of Rhinox right now is the Studio Series figure. You do not see him in Rise of the Beast, barely. He's more of a background character, which I hate because Rhinox, God, I was hoping to see much more of that hammer, and the hammer does appear, by the way. The Studio Series figure was correct. Anyways, though, so that's only my really critiques. That's it. That's my only critiques at all. So now here's my pros. Every single fight scene had me on the edge of the seat. I really enjoyed the fight scenes, and I honestly think that they did them better than Bayverse. They were coordinated, they were well done, every hit was thoroughly impactful on the enemy. It wasn't just Optimus cutting off heads and stuff, it was Optimus slicing through people's chests and stuff and ramming them into walls. It was great. And you could actually see what was happening instead of just random explosions out of thin air. It was great, though. It was absolutely incredible. The fight scenes in this were better than Bayverse by 10. I loved these fight scenes. And then, as a pro in itself, Scourge. Scourge was an amazing character. And I'm not going to say much, though, because I know I will spoil it if I keep on talking about Scourge. Watch the movie. If you don't care about any of the Autobots or the Maximals, if you've never watched a Transformer movie, watch it just because of Scourge. Nobody else. Just because of Scourge. I love Scourge in this. He was menacing, and he didn't play around. It wasn't even like it was neat. You gotta watch the movie. That's it. You gotta watch the movie. That's it. And then my pro I would say that I can't really talk about that. Dang, this is hard not to give spoilers. Okay. Like I said, the fight scenes really were good. The transformations were on point. The transformations were absolutely incredible, and my favorite transformation was definitely Mirage, because the gears shifting and all that, chef's kiss. I absolutely loved Mirage's transformation. He had the best transformation out there. And then pros, the storyline was really good. I feel like that the story was absolutely great, and the way that they did the Maximals, how they integrated it into with the Autobots, like they had been there already, yada yada yada. They did that part great. Like, you really did not skip a beat once you got introduced to the Maximals. It was a constant storyline. Now, I saw some people talking on the internet about how it had plot holes. In my opinion, Rise of the Beast has 0 plot holes. I do not know where those people were talking about. And I watched the entire movie with this thought in mind that there's going to be plot holes. There was nothing. The entire story was thorough from beginning to end. I didn't see anything wrong with the story. And then I would say I did forget one critique though. Well, nah, I'll leave that out. Anyways, though, another pro again is that honestly I can't think of anything. Well, the blast effects. You know, the explosions were so much well done than Bayverse. Was so much better than Bayverse. I corrected myself there. So much better than Bayverse in the way that when they shot, you could actually see what was still going on. So that's really the pros that I have. I can't give you more pros without spoiling the movie. Let's just say a pro was Wheeljack entirely. Wheeljack was a very cool character. Now, my top 3 favorite characters, I'm gonna do, my top 3 favorite characters. Let's start with number 3. Number 3 has definitely got to be, like, I don't even know. Like, I loved all of the characters. My third favorite character was probably Mirage, because Mirage was funny in this movie, and he was really a team player, and I enjoyed it. He was more talkative Bumblebee, really. I mean, that's really the feel I got from them. And then my second character, I've got to go with, like, shoot, I don't even know. I know who's first. My second character, oh, this is rough. I gotta go with, like, Airazor. Airazor was a very impactful character in this movie. I'm not going to say why, I'm not going to say how, but if you watch the movie, you know. Her story, though, made me want to cry, because it was impactful on Primal, and they really did have, like, a good friendship, and, like, they were, yada, 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 yada. I'm not going to say spoilers, but, like, I mean, of course they're going to have a good friendship. I mean, they're all... I'm gonna stop talking before I accidentally spoil something. Anyways, though, second is Airazor. And then first, without a doubt, it has gotta be Optimus Primal. Honestly, Optimus was incredible in this movie, he was. But Optimus Primal, man, was absolutely awesome. And I feel like I'm using the word absolutely too much. But Optimus Primal was amazing. Every single motion that he did was so just... I can't even express it. It was like Optimus, but with Bumblebee agility. It was amazing. Like, every single fight scene that he was in, every single Scorpionog that he ate and Freezer that he ate, it was awesome. He did everything so elegantly, and the moment that I get a monkey figure of him, so many stop motions are getting made. But anyways, that's my favorite character, though. So, with this movie, though, you have to remember that I did have a couple of critiques. So I'm going to give this movie, like, out of 10, I'm going to have to give it a 9.5. I really do believe that this could have been a perfect movie if they would have... I don't know how to describe the characters. I feel like that they focused too much on the characters, and then they focused too little on the characters. It's like there was no happy middle there. There was no happy medium. So I feel like that if they could have done the characters a little bit better, I feel that the human characters. That's what I'm talking about. The human characters. I feel like that if they could have done that better, that it would have been a perfect movie. But the fight scenes, the blast effects, the voice acting, the transformations, every single thing, apart from the human characters, was absolutely awesome. And there's the word absolutely again. It was just awesome. It really made me think of Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon with all the action that was going on. So, this is a great movie. I really do think that it is a awesome movie, and it completely deserves a 9.5. I would give it a 10, but the characters were just so bad for the beginning of the movie. They got good at the end, but they were so bad in the beginning, and I cannot give it a 10 thinking about how much I dislike Noah and whatever the woman's name was in the beginning. I don't remember her name. But that's it, though. That's my Rise of the Beast review. So, all in all, I think that Rise of the Beast is an incredible movie. I wouldn't say that it's better than, like, Revenge of the Fallen or Dark of the Moon, I think. But it's definitely better than Age of Extinction, Last Night, Bumblebee. Not saying that Bumblebee's a bad movie, but this is probably my third favorite Transformer movie. Revenge of the Fallen being first, Dark of the Moon being second, this one being third. Which I'm perfectly fine with, though, because this is awesome movie. If you have not watched it, I highly recommend checking it out. And also, be careful on the internet. I got spoiled with a lot of scenes because of the internet. So if you've not watched it yet, I recommend taking a vacation from the internet because people have been ruining it. I watched the movie, so I'm in this clear, and I'm not going to be spoiling it for y'all. But be careful. You will get spoiled. I've gotten spoiled on a lot of stuff, and it made me incredibly angry. Because I already knew, like, who was gonna die, and who was gonna come back, yada 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 yada. But just stay away from the internet. Watch the movie as soon as possible, and then you can get back from out under your rock. So, that's it, though, for the review. 9.5, watch the movie, and I will see y'all next time. Peace out.